Good morning, good day everybody. It's Mighty Mary here with Mighty Health, here for a little mat Pilates workout. We're going to do some basic Pilates moves, but basic doesn't mean easy. They're going to be a little bit challenging, but I'll give you a range of ways to perform each of the exercises this morning. I have just a regular yoga mat here, my Mighty mat. I've got a lot of mighty things around me. Other things you might want, if you have a towel, you might want to roll that up occasionally during this class, or I just use a pillow. I have like a smaller pillow that sometimes we'll use this to support our hips or support our different parts of our body to make the movements a little bit more modified for us. So, everything should feel good. We should feel strengthening. We'll focus on our breath through some of these exercises. Pilates is just a great, well-rounded way to get a good stretch, get some good ab and full body work in there. So let's get started. I'm gonna just start kneeling on my mat. You could just be regular seated. I'm gonna go up by my knees just so we can do a little bit of stretches before we get going. We're gonna take my arms and just start with a big breath in. So just reach arms up and inhale with me. Feel that breath filling into your lungs. I'm gonna grab one wrist and give it a little tug to get a stretch along the side of my body. And bring it back down. And do that again. Inhale up. I'm going to go to that opposite arm when I get to the top. Big breath in, and on the exhale, little stretch above your body. You can also just do this from your elbow. If lifting overhead, if you need to bring that arm a little bit forward, that's okay. Our goal is to get it up there nice and tall eventually. Now hands go down to our thighs. We're going to take that deep breath in again, and I'm just going to start with the tip of my head. Chin goes to chest, and I start to roll down gradually, one vertebrae at a time. That's articulating down. Breath at the bottom, inhale, and on the exhale, start with that lower spine and go to the middle spine, upper spine, and back up. Let's try that one more time. This roll down, big breath in, and chin lowers to chest, shoulders are relaxed, and rounding, starting from the top of the neck to the mid back, to the low back, and feel that stretch. Even feel your abs pulling away from towards your spine, pulling away from your thighs as you're down there. Big breath on at the bottom, inhale. And exhale, roll it up. All right, we're ready to start lying on our mat with our hundreds. I'm gonna we're gonna practice our breath a little bit first. So just get comfy on your mat. We're gonna lie flat on our back. And now I have my knees bent, my feet are flat, and my hands are reaching along my spine. In these movements we're going to do, we want to feel that pressure of our lower back into the mat and our shoulders, so we never peel away, so to speak. You can kind of see if I lose that position, I'll have a little cave forming under there. Don't do that. Keep that back flat. Your head and neck are neutral. From here, we're going to place our hands on our rib cage and just feel a big inhale as your ribs expand. And on the exhale, pull the abs towards your spine and feel the pressure that makes. It really pushes your lower back into the ground even more. Try that again with me. Big inhale. And exhale, feel those abs pull towards your spine, finding that core. That's the area we're going to be working from in Pilates today. So now go ahead and extend those arms, and there's a few options here for our hundreds. This is an abdominal exercise. We're going to try to pull just our upper body, but keeping our head neutral up off the ground, maybe reaching our arms. From here, you're going to pump your arms and really feel those abs drawn in, and we're going to use our breath. So we inhale, exhale, 5 counts in, 5 counts out. Now, this is just the upper body version of the hundreds. If you're feeling strong, you can lift one knee up, maybe the other knee up, maybe extend that leg, those legs up as we inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. So it's in through the nose and out through the mouth. Couple more. Last one. Now draw the knees in, lower the shoulders, feet back on the ground, and feel a good rest from that. Maybe extending long. Now from here, we're gonna try to roll up. So you might wanna try grabbing on behind the thighs to get you peeled up off the ground a little bit. And back down. Try that again. Chin into chest, peel up. And lower down. Good. Now, you can keep those feet planted in the ground, or you can try to extend them long and do that same peeling up and lower down. Again, peel up and lower down. You can bring those hands just above the shoulders and peel up and down. Sorry, try to keep that index finger in line with your armpit here. If they get too high above the shoulders, it will force you out of that good spine position you have. So peel up and back down. If you have anything to hook those toes on, maybe the underside of a couch or something, you can try to hook those toes in, peel all the way up, and roll it back down, one vertebra at a time. There it is. Inhale and exhale, peel it up. Now, you can always start from a higher position. If that is a bit much, I'm gonna stack a couple pillows to make a little bit of a triangle behind my body. And I can start down here and peel up. Then I only have halfway to peel. I'm losing my equipment here. Okay, here we go. And roll it down. And back up I go, up, 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 up. And last one, lower down. And back up I go. Great job. Okay. We're gonna grab onto our legs right here. You can grab onto the front of your shins, but to make this a little bit less tricky, you can grab on behind your thighs, and we're just gonna try to roll like a ball right here. So I'm gonna go roll back and up, roll back and up. Now I have those little pillows behind me, so I don't have to go all the way down. It stops me part way, but you want to just keep that shape. Imagine you have a beach ball right in between your thighs and your upper body. So I'm rounding in my lower back, and I just keep that same shape. Back I go, and up I go. There you go. And now you could do little mini versions of this, just starting from the ground, even working on that shape, keeping equidistant. So when I'm not letting just my legs come in, I keep trying to create a little bit of a rocking motion by tucking here with my abs. There you go. You did a great job at that. Okay, we're gonna go into a leg circle. So lying back down on the ground, arms go down long. Go ahead and flex that bottom foot. Hopefully you can see that bottom foot. So you almost feel like you're standing on the ground. anchoring that heel into the ground. Right leg or one leg goes up in the air. That leg is straight and pointed. If it's too much on the back of the hamstring to keep it straight, it's okay to have a softened knee. But the main thing you want to do is we're going to circle the upper leg by crossing the midline of our body, and it kind of goes as far as your opposite shoulder, around, and back to center. So it's a circle, and circle, and circle. One more. From there we reverse it. So it starts by crossing and then down and around. Good, don't go past that shoulder. 2, 3, and one more. And we're gonna bring it down, and we're going to switch sides. So pressing through that right foot, lifting up the left foot. You can pull that knee in and then extend it just as long as feels comfortable to you. So flexed bottom foot, pointed upper foot, and I'm gonna start circling by crossing the midline, and I go up and around. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Opposite direction, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Great job. Okay, that foot comes down, and we're going to move right into a single leg stretch. So you can, that leg that we were just using, you can go ahead and bring it into your body and see if you can grab onto your knee. This is where if that knee is far away and you need to use a little towel to help you grip that knee, that's fine right there. Now you can just stretch this way with your shoulders flat on the ground and your entire body on the ground. And then switching sides and switching. Or we can bring our abdominals into this exercise, which is a great way to increase our abdominal strength. So I'm going to have that hold on my leg, and then I'm going to peel my shoulders up off the ground. And from there, I just switch sides. Single leg stretch. And stretch. And stretch. Now, my leg's going low, but what you can do is find that angle of the extended leg that's comfortable for you. And stretch. And stretch. The only part of my body that's moving are my legs and my arm placement. But my whole hip to the tip of my head is perfectly still. Couple more. Last set. And now bring both knees into your chest and lower your head to relax it. Another thing you can do is prop your head with a pillow or use those hands behind your head during this if it's getting to be too much on your neck. So let's move into a double leg stretch, and I'll show you some of those modifications along the way. So now I have both legs in. I'm going to grab onto just below my knees, and I'm going to either extend both legs up and bring them back in. Extend, bring them in. That's without the rounded up part. So just try that a couple times so you get the movement. It's your arms and your legs moving in opposition. Your lower back staying completely flat to the ground. Okay, I'm gonna peel up in my upper body, add a little bit of ab work to this, extend and back in. Extend and back in. Inhale and exhale. Extend and back in. Lower the shoulders and the head. And you did it. Great job. Okay, moving into a scissor position. So those hands can go down long beside your body. Extend your legs up to your as stick straight as you can. If there's a little bend in your knees, that's okay. We're gonna try to isolate the upper body just like we did before. And now we're gonna just do little scissors. So the legs move in opposition from each other, and you'll feel the movement coming from your seat, your abs. So don't move from your toes or your knees. Keep it from the base of your body, right in this powerhouse area. Okay, that's one way to do this. I'm gonna bring my feet back together, and then I'm gonna peel up, hands behind my head, and go into the scissor this way. So now I'm really getting a lot of abdominal work. There we go. And a couple more. Now I can bend one leg and crisscross, crisscross. Last of our ab series, just 4 more. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Knees come in. Relax your head, neck, and shoulders, and take a deep breath. Give yourself a hug. You did it. That was your ab series. We're gonna go ahead and roll up to a seated position, and we're gonna do a little bit of counter work to that, all that ab series that we did. First one is going to be just a great stretch, doing our feet about hip or a little bit wider than hips. My feet are mat width, so I'm gonna just start from a really stacked position, shoulders on top of my hips, really anchored down through my sit bone right here. And then I'm gonna just extend my arms in front of my body. And I'm gonna exhale, let all the air out as I move from the tip of my head forward. A modified way to do this is just rest your hands on your legs and exhale and round forward, and then inhale that breath back in. So on the way down, let all that breath out. Really rounding through my spine, creating a C curve. And back up I go. Couple more. If you'd like that, the option, a little more challenge would be this one. Exhale. And inhale back up. Last one, stay with me. Deep breath in, exhale, let it go as you reach out. Feel the nice stretch in the back of the thigh. And back we go. Great job, everybody. We're gonna move around and do a little bit of a prone position, and then we'll move into some side legs. So let's get moving on that. We're gonna roll over onto our belly. Now, this is another position where I find some students, it's helpful to have a little bit of something to protect your lower back if you have any back pain in that position. So you can just put something right under your hips, a rolled up towel or a little pillow such as that. So first we're just gonna extend long, or you can keep your hands in by your shoulders, hands flat to the ground, and just place the tip of your nose towards the ground so you have a nice neutral spine. Good. From there, I'm going to extend my arms long, and I'm just going to make little swimming motions with my arms and rest them. And then I'm going to try the same thing with my legs. I'm keeping my hips down, and I'm squeezing right where the back of my thigh and my leg meets. That's what's lifting my legs just ever so slightly off the ground. And swimming motion there. Little floating flutters of the legs. Feel your glutes really squeezing to create this motion, and lower it down. Okay, let's put that together. We're going to extend through the arms, extend through the tips of the toes, and now squeezing through the glutes. Head is just floating, just 1 inch off the ground. Your neck is in a neutral position, your head and your spine. And pause and let it float down. From here, pull your hands towards the sides of your bodies, and we're just going to make a beautiful swan. Imagine your elbows are just like the wings of that swan, and we're going to just start to peel our nose away from the ground, keeping the length in our neck, and back down. This is another great breathing exercise on the way up. Inhale your breath, creating length as you lift. It's more about the length than the lift here. And up. You should feel the strengthening in your lower spine and really anchoring your hips to the ground. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. Great job. You deserve a nice rest. Up to your hands and knees. And we're going to round back and really get a good stretch in our lower back. It's the opposite, in opposition to what we were just doing. So after doing all that prone work, we really want to try to sit back onto our heels and feel your abs draw towards your spine, really rounding and tucking under and feeling that nice stretch. Avoid pushing up through your shoulders. Keep those shoulders relaxed, but really round and try to create a C with your body right here. So it's not as a relaxed stretch as one might think. It's a little bit of an active pose because we're really trying to engage our abs right here. Okay, now that that's all stretched out, let's move on to a little bit of side work. So the setup for this is really important. I'm going to show you how I can start just on one hip. I'm on my left side, and I'm going to move down and put one hand in front of my body, and I'm going to try, my ideal position would be to prop myself with my hand right here. If that's not comfortable, try taking a pillow, and you can extend your arm and just rest your head. That's a great way to do this. So, but if you can, go ahead and prop here. If you need some help propping there, you can always also put something under your entire upper body and then prop that way. That's another great way to do it. So, just a couple ideas there. Now, my lower body, my hips are stacked, and then I'm going to extend. I can either keep my knees bent, which provides a better anchor for my body, and I'm going to use this hand to anchor myself as well. From here, we're going to extend our top leg. Now, if you'd like a little more challenge, you can extend that bottom leg too. The foot is flexed, and the foot is you'll be able to see your foot because it'll be slightly in front of your body. That top leg extends, and from there, you're just going to move it on a plane. It stays at the same height the whole time. It moves forward, and then it extends back just past the line of your shoulder, and bring it forward. The challenge here is the balance, isn't it? Trying to keep that upper body perfectly still as we move our leg back and forth. So try to create the movement of your leg from your seat area. I'm squeezing my seat to bring it back. I'm pulling with my abs to bring it forward. Good. And, okay, modifications. Go ahead and you can bend that lower leg. You can move from a bent knee position if needed. There you go. Or get it out nice and straight. You can also shorten that range of motion. You don't need to come all the way forward or all the way back. You can make little micro movements because the precision of the movement is so much more important than the range of the movement. And now I'm going to slow down there. I'm just going to lift it up and down and up and down. 3 more. You've got this. Last one. And now hold it straight out. We're going to circle around and around and around. Keep going. Now reverse that circle and around. Maybe tracing the size of an orange or a grapefruit if you like those better. And now hold it there. Okay, we're gonna bring that top leg, bend it in front of your body. And now my my lower leg is gonna do the lifting. If this position, if you can, you could reach down to your front leg and grab onto your ankle. If that's a little much, you can just lay a pillow and let your leg rest on it, and you'll still be able to move that lower leg. We're lifting it up and up. This is a great inner thigh workout. So stay with me, squeezing from both inner thighs actually. If your top leg is planted into the ground, you can really press down through the bottom of your foot, and then you're squeezing through that upper thigh for just 3 more. There's 1, there's 2, and last one, you've got it. Okay, rolling over to your belly, and then you could just roll right onto the other side. I'm gonna get up and move around so you'll be able to see my setup a little bit better. We're gonna get that other side. Hang in there, you're almost there. So we're gonna lean back down. Remember, ideally keeping that head nice and straight and using our hand to anchor the base of our skull. Now I can keep both knees bent. I'm gonna prop my top arm by making a little tripod into the ground with it. Hips are stacked, and I can keep that bent knee position, or I can extend out long. There I go. And I'm gonna lift from there. So I'm gonna just go forwards and back, and forwards and back. Good. It's really challenging stability-wise, so if you need a little more of an anchor, I'm feeling the struggle this morning. You can bend that lower knee to help keep your body still. The only part of your body that needs to be moving is that leg, and we're moving it from this upper part of the leg. Don't let those toes initiate the movement. And bring it to center, and then it goes up and down and up and down. Inhale, exhale. Just a few more of these, focusing on the straightness of the leg and the stillness of the upper body rather than the amount of range of motion that you have in there. There, last one, and we start to circle. Trace that grapefruit around and stay with me. Couple more this way. And the other way, here we go, around. Keep it going. Feel that nice burn, feel that muscle working, the extension, and now hold it frozen. And from there, you're gonna extend the bottom leg out, try to pull your top leg in. If you can grab onto it with your hand, great. If not, remember that pillow? You can prop it with a pillow right here. What we're gonna work on is that bottom leg, inner thigh. Game changer, right? It's a great little inner thigh workout. You're gonna lift it and lift it. If you want a little bit more, holding onto that bottom leg and really pushing into the ground with this leg that's that's your support. Lift, lift. Few more. 2, 3, 4, and that is enough. Good work there. Whew. Okay, we've got both sides in there. I'm gonna roll back to my prone position and go back into little stretch out. Oh, great job. Great work of the lower body. Great work of the abs with all of our abdominal series that we did today. Let's do a little bit of a cool down. We're going to just stay seated forward and kind of stretch out those hips and the thighs that we just worked so hard in that side series. So you can take one leg, either just cross it over or let it open into a number 4 position there. And just slow down that breath. Fill your lungs with lots of great air. And then exhale all that bad air out. You can add a little pressure to the upper thigh if you want a little bit more stretch, or lean into it. And it kind of releases that hip that we've just been working. And let's try that on the other side. Left leg extends, cross over your opposite leg, and you can just pull it in towards your body and you'll get a good stretch there, or you can let it open up to rotate that hip out and get an even deeper stretch. Maybe hinging forward from the hip just slightly. You've got it. Be proud of the work that you just did. You moved, maybe tried some new things today, and hopefully you feel all the better for it. So we're gonna extend both legs out, big stretch up, and let your hands just slide along your legs as far as you feel comfortable, maybe challenging yourself to where you feel a little bit of an extra stretch in the back of the hamstrings. Maybe try to flex those feet. Ooh, I feel a little more. There you go. And point them and come back up. And one last big inhale, reaching it up just like we started. And extend to the right. Extend to the left. And lower those hands down. And great job, everybody. You guys did some great stretching today, and I hope that you enjoyed your Pilates workout with me. There's so much more we can do with this, and if you have any questions, please shoot them to us in our messages here, and we'd be happy to give you more modifications or hear more of what you love about Pilates, parts that you would like a little more explanation and things like that. I'm here to help you learn this and really embrace it, and hopefully it can be a part of your daily routine. Thank you so much. Have a great day.